Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you like this kind of news, subscribe and share the video. Today, the celebrity gossip world blew up because of some very harsh lines from Demet Özdemir. With a clarity we hadn't heard from her before, she dropped a statement that changes everything. I don't want to go through the same thing again. And these aren't empty words. It sounds like a final closure, real exhaustion, wounds that still weigh on her. Demet spoke without drama, but with a cutting honesty. She said that during that relationship, her heart kept breaking again and again, that she lived with constant pain, and that what drained her the most were repeated conflicts, rejections, reproaches, and that "it's my way" attitude, which, according to her, slowly left her empty. She didn't say it to take revenge. She said it like someone who has already learned the lesson, even if it cost her years. And here comes the line that became the center of everything. Years go by, but a person's character never changes. With that, Demet didn't just close a door on the past. She also shut down the romantic idea of trying again. This time, she made it clear she's putting herself first, above the noise, the headlines, and the fans' expectations. What's most striking is how she wrapped it up. No insults, no shouting, just total firmness. She wished him success, acknowledged he's a very successful person, but described him as selfish and narcissistic, and for that reason said there will be no reconciliation. Period. Behind the scenes, people close to her say this wasn't an outburst. She's been looking for peace and balance for a long time, setting healthier boundaries between her work, her projects, and her personal life, and that her words about exhaustion and problems come from stress built up over many years. They even say she thought about it a lot and talked it through with close friends beforehand. On social media, as expected, the audience split in two. Many praised her for her courage, for choosing her well-being, and for saying enough so clearly. Others, meanwhile, still cling to the fantasy that time fixes everything. But after what Demet said, that hope seems practically buried. And if there's one line that defines this new chapter, it's this: I'm happy like this. Short, direct, powerful. This isn't the Demet who stays quiet and endures. It's the Demet who protects herself, who no longer waits for someone else to change in order to be okay. And is there someone new in her life? According to what's being said, no. Right now, she wouldn't be in a relationship and would be focused on her career, her projects, and herself in me-first mode. So the conclusion is clear. It's not just the end of a romance, it's the story of a woman who decided not to repeat the same pain. And this time, from what we see, she didn't leave the door half open. This time, she closed it calmly and decisively. The more I read and watched what people are saying about Demet Özdemir in connection with Can Yaman, the more I'm left with the feeling that they've turned her into the center of an endless soap opera, where almost nobody wants to talk about her work, but about her role inside the drama. And the worst part is that, in the end, it doesn't matter what she does. If she shows up, it's strategy. If she doesn't, it's tactics. If she stays silent, she's hiding something. If she responds, she feeds the circus. That dynamic irritates me because Demet shouldn't be a narrative accessory in anyone's life. But I also think she, knowingly or not, has ended up participating in the game the press and social media need to keep squeezing the gossip. What stands out to me is how one idea keeps repeating. People no longer even care whether they're together or not. Not because the story lacks romantic interest, But because it's been worn out by too much staging, many say it bluntly, why all this theater over the breakup? Live your lives, get married, have kids, but stop trying to prove something to someone. And I get it. When a relationship becomes a kind of public performance, it stops feeling like real life and starts feeling like a campaign. At that point, Demet gets trapped in an image that doesn't always help her. The image of someone who, by action or omission, lets the story stay ambiguous so the audience keeps watching. And that ambiguity, to me, is the real problem. Because one thing is protecting privacy, and a very different thing is playing the yes but no, with appearances that seem designed to spark headlines and rumors. There are comments that say it directly. Tactics. Fans are running in circles. The media are stringing us along. When the collective fatigue reaches that level, Demet ends up paying an unfair price. She becomes part of the very mechanism people criticize. They don't see her as an actress, but as a piece in a media puzzle. And then you start seeing more visceral, even nasty reactions, pure rejection, like the audience is tired of feeling manipulated. Another element that sneaks in and makes me uncomfortable is the "it's all fake, it's all in a contract" narrative. Those kinds of rumors, fake marriages, deals, convenience, are easy to throw out and hard to dismantle. And they usually hit women like Demet harder, because women are expected to have a purity nobody demands from men. Demet gets judged for every gesture. If she smiles, she's mocking. If she looks serious, she's calculating. If she moves on, she doesn't care about anyone. If she defends herself, she wants attention. I don't buy that double standard. But at the same time, if her communications team and her circle leave room for permanent mystery, it's normal for theories to grow like mold. What I do believe, and I'm saying it clearly, is that Demet would come out looking better if she cut ties with that endless fairy tale aesthetic. People are asking for something very simple. Leave us alone. Enough stories. And I translate that as fewer hints, fewer contradictory signals, fewer scenes that seem designed to make the fandom fight each other. Because the result is toxic. Some followers feel used, others laugh for entertainment. And in the end, there's a bitter taste of cheap spectacle. Demet, with her talent and presence, doesn't need to prop up her image with that rumor carousel. It weakens her. And here's the most important point. I don't doubt for a second that Demet has the absolute right to live how she wants, love whoever she wants, and stay silent about whatever she wants. What I'm questioning is the format. When the format looks too much like a strategy, the audience stops feeling empathy and switches into suspicion mode. That's why some people are already saying, I don't care, I'm not interested anymore, it's getting tiring. That's the real alarm bell for her. Not occasional hate, but indifference. Indifference is the doorstep to being forgotten. And for an artistic career, that's more dangerous than any rumor. If Demet asked me what to do, and of course she won't, I'd say, go back to the center. Your work, what belongs to you. Let your name trend, not because of who you sit next to at a premiere, or because of a video that proves something, but because of a project, a performance, a character. And if there's a relationship, let it exist without turning it into fuel for the show. Otherwise, the cycle repeats. People feel played, they laugh, they get angry, they get tired. And Demet ends up carrying a label she doesn't deserve. Someone who feeds on noise. And honestly, I think she's worth more than that.